Hello BookTube, my name is Elizabeth and welcome to Book Babble. So I am really excited about this video I am making for you guys today. I am going to be doing an update on my 2015 bookish resolutions. Since it's the middle of the year, I figured it was a really good time to give you guys like a where am I at type thing with all of the challenges and resolutions that I made at the beginning of the year. If you guys want to see that video where I initially say everything that I wanted to do this year, I will link that down below if you guys want to watch it. So I'm really excited to look at my list of resolutions and update you guys and see where I am along with you guys. So let's just get started. The first challenge that I mentioned on the video was that I wanted to read 100 books this year, and as of right now I'm at 64. And 2 months ago I upped my reading challenge from 100 to 150 because I was just so far ahead, so I kind of just tweaked it to make it a little bit more challenging for me. So as of right now I am 2 books ahead of schedule if I want to read 150 books this year, and I'm just really excited about that. It means that I've read a bunch of books, and there were quite a few graphic novels and stuff like that, but for my reading challenge, I decided to count those, and it's my reading challenge, so it's no big deal. But that is also another reason why I decided to up it to 150, because I've gotten into graphic novels a lot this year, and it just seemed more appropriate for me and my reading goals. My next goal was I wanted to read 12 classics this year, and as of June, I have read 2. I read Fahrenheit 451 and Animal Farm. And I think the reason for that is because in March I got a job, and it just took up a lot of my time, and then April, May time, my husband was graduating from college and he got a new job and we've moved, as you guys know. So I really don't have any excuse for not reading. I should have 6 classics by now and I just don't, so I'm definitely going to have to read more classics this year. I knew that I was behind on that challenge, and I'm just going to have to probably read like 1 or 2 every single month to catch up on that by the end of the year. My next challenge that I said in the video was I also wanted to read 12 diverse books, and since making that video I have changed my views on that a little bit. It's not that I don't want to read diverse books, and it's definitely not that I don't support the young adult genre needing more diverse books. There was an interview with Morgan Freeman talking about Black History Month, and the interview asks him, what do you think of Black History Month, basically? And he basically says, if we want to get rid of racism, we need to get rid of this ideal that there is a separation between Black history and white history. It's really all just history, and that really spoke to me. I am very supportive of people who are considered diverse to have their rights, and I'm a feminist and I support gay rights and gay marriage and all of these things. I feel like the only way that we are going to truly become equal, everybody, no matter what the color of your skin is, no matter who you love or who you want to marry, the only way that we're really going to create a sense of equality is if we stop separating people into categories. You are not Black, you are not white, you are not Asian, you are not gay, you are not straight, you're just people. And since making that video, that's something that's become really important to me. If I pick up a book that has an amazing plot and it just so happens to have a gay main character or an Asian main character or any other stereotype that is considered diverse, then that's great. If I end up reading a book that's written by someone who's gay or written by someone who's Indian or written by someone who's Asian, then that's awesome. And I will enjoy the book or not enjoy the book just the same as if it were considered a non-diverse book, if that makes any sense. And I feel like there's a few people in the booktubing community who feel the same way as I do, but it's not a viewpoint that we want to come right out and say for fear of being taken the wrong way, because I am nowhere near not supportive of people who are considered diverse, people who are different ethnicities or religions, or who are homosexual or heterosexual, or anyone who is different than me. That's not how I want to be portrayed, because I definitely am. I just want to stop the division of different people, because in the United States I'm not considered diverse. I am a Caucasian woman, and that's as plain American as you can get. But I'm not going to try to make diverse books at the top of my list because I believe that the only way that we can stop inequality and racism and all the other isms out there that people think of other people unfairly, the only way that we're going to stop that is if we stop thinking about it, is if we stop putting people into categories. So that's all I'm going to say about that. And I'm sorry I went off on a bit of a rant there, but on to the next challenge. The next challenge on the video that I wanted to talk about was the A to Z challenge, and that was something fun that I wanted to do. Just try to read a book that started with each letter of the alphabet, so taking away A and the and stuff like that. And so far I am missing letters H, J, K, N, Q, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So if you guys would like to see that full list of which letters I have and what books I applied to those letters and which ones I'm missing, maybe you guys can give me some ideas of which books to read. I will link that down below. The list is on my blog page. The next challenge in the video that I talk about is to read around the world. So I wanted to read in as many places as possible, and basically that means I want to read books that are set in a bunch of different places. And I kept track of that for a little while, and then I started to realize that a lot of the books that I read are fantasy, so they don't take place on Earth. And then a lot of the books that I did read, they took place in modern day America or another country, but it just didn't say. The only three that I actually kept track of was Blankets by Craig Thompson, that took place in Wisconsin. Smoke by Ellen Hopkins took place in California, and then I just recently read Perfect by Ellen Hopkins, and that took place in Nevada. And I don't think I'm going to be completing this challenge this year. I just decided it wasn't as important as some of the other challenges I wanted to complete. It was fun, and I did enjoy it for the time that I did. I just think it's a little bit too much for me to handle right now, really trying to just remember which books take place where and all that good stuff. So I'm just not going to finish that challenge this year, unfortunately. My next challenge was to participate in as many readathons and read-alongs as I possibly could, and I think I've done really good in that challenge. Every single readathon that I could participate in, that I had time to participate in, I did. Right now I'm participating in the TBR Takedown, and I've done the biannual bibliothon and Readarama and just a bunch more. I did RibSat at the beginning of the year, and I wasn't able to participate in the Dewey 24-hour readathon because I was in the middle of moving that week. And there was a couple other ones while I was in the middle of moving that were going on that I just couldn't participate in, but the ones that I could, I did, and I'm very proud of myself, and I hope to participate in many, many more the rest of the year. The next challenge that I wanted to participate in was Beth from Beth June 327. She challenged everybody on BookTube to do the finish that series challenge, and basically that means is just to finish and or catch up on as many series as you possibly can. And so far I have finished and or caught up on 6 series this year, so that is a lot more than I thought I did when I started this video. I hadn't really counted throughout the year, and so when I counted them up, that's a lot more than I thought I had finished. But those are the Burn series, which is Smoke and Burn by Ellen Hopkins. The Percy Jackson Olympian series, I read all 5 books this year. Saga, I caught up on the first 4 graphic novel bind-ups. Splintered, Unhinged, and Ensnared by A.G. Howard was an amazing series that I finished this year. The Fallen Kingdom series, I caught up on that and read the 3 books that are already out. I caught up on the Cinder series by Marissa Meyer, and that was Cinder, Scarlet, Cress, and I also read Winter. And then I also caught up on the Defy series by Sarah B. Larson, which was Defy and Ignite. So I was really proud of myself that I finished and caught up on so many series this year. I'm sure there are plenty more to come. Then I wanted to participate in every single month of the Booksplosion Book of the Month. I only successfully completed 1 book this year, and that was An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. That was their book for May, and I did end up reading it in May. Another one that I tried to complete was the January book, which was Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, and I just was not able to finish it. And all the other books that they had this year that they read, I just wasn't interested in reading it, or didn't have the time to get to it, or some reason or another I just didn't read it. But I did do 1 book. I will try to read as many books that they choose as possible throughout the rest of the year. Now on to my booktube resolutions that I wanted to do. The first one that I said was I wanted to make more review books, and I just haven't done that, and that's okay with me. The only time that I really want to talk about books that, to review are when I am very, very passionate about the book. And there have been some books that I am passionate about, but just not enough for me to make a review. I think I've done like 2 or 3 review videos this year, and I want booktube to be fun for me, and if I'm not having fun enough, I feel like it's a job. If I feel like it's forced, I'm not going to want to do it anymore. So when I get inspired to do a review video, then I will, and if I don't, then it's okay. Also, I've been talking about some of the books that I'm reading with the Once Upon a Read Along that I do with Chloe over at Burnett Bibliophile. Every month we read a book together, and then at the end of the month we talk about it in a live show, and so that's kind of like a review for me. I just review it with Chloe. Then I decided that I wanted to do a blog and blog some more. At the beginning of the year, I did create a blog for myself, and I love it. I'm actually really proud of what I have on there. At the beginning of March, I was just super, super busy with a new job, and then my sister came into town from the Navy, and she got married and moving. Just so many things happened in March, April, and May this year that I just really got off of track with booktube and blogging. I love my blog, and I like writing book reviews a lot more than I like doing video reviews because it's just easier for me to think about it and write it and rewrite it. And so if you guys are interested in reading anything that I have on my blog, the link will be down below, and I'm definitely going to be doing more on my blog this second half of the year. I just didn't have the time or the energy or the inspiration to do it as much the first half of the year, but there is a good bit of information on there from January and February when I had more time to dedicate to it. So if you guys are interested in that, go check it out, and I will be posting more throughout the end of the year. My last resolution that I talked about in the video was being more present on Twitter and Goodreads, and I definitely have done that. Twitter is like my new favorite addiction. I love talking with you guys on Twitter and being in conversations with other booktubers and other people who watch booktube videos. And Goodreads, I update my Goodreads religiously every single day. I put on what I'm reading or where I'm at with reading that certain book. So if you guys are interested in seeing what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis and not just when I do videos, definitely go follow me on both of those. The links will be down below. So that is it for my update on my bookish resolutions and challenges. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I would love to know where you guys are on your challenges and resolutions for this year. If you guys made a video similar to mine, link it down below so I can watch it, or just let me know in the comments. I really love making this video. I'm definitely going to get more on top of these challenges and resolutions the second half of the year, and I'm really excited to do my video at the end of the year to see if I've completed all the challenges that I wanted to. Thank you guys so much for coming, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.